Welcome to all in our lecture series of PPCM. In our previous lecture we have seen some comparison between PERT and CPM. Now in today lecture we start our new technique, that is the CPM. The full form of CPM is the critical path method. So let's see some points in the critical path method which we already discussed in the comparison part. Critical path method is the activity oriented method or a network. It is used for repetitive type of work and it has deterministic approach. Okay, in critical path method we have find event times and activity times, because it is activity oriented, and for finding the activity we have to need the event also. That's why we have to find the event also. So here we know that event part we have two methods, earliest occurrence time and latest arrival time. This we already discussed at the time of PERT. So here this part we not discuss. You have to see or you have watched the video in which we have discussed these two parts. So these two parts here I not discuss because this is similar to the PERT. So that part we already discussed. Here we discuss activity times in the CPM. So there are four parts for that. Earliest start time, it is say EST. Earliest finish time, it is say EFT. Latest start time, LST, and latest finish time, LFT. So one by one we discuss these four parts of activity in CPM. So let's see first part, earliest start time. So earliest start time is the possible time at which an activity can be start. So understand this concept. This is an activity. Okay. Now if I say this is I and this is J, means this is the IJ activity. IJ means it is the event I and it is event J, and Tij is the expected time of this activity. Now we have to find the earliest start time. So for that we have need the earliest occurrence time and latest allowable time. So we know that at starting point Te is equal to 0. T is equal to 0. Okay, and here we get T is equal to TEI plus Tij. Okay, now here what we have to do, T is equal to TL. If we have not given TS value, then we say T is equal to TL. Now here we get, so here what we get, TLJ minus Tij. This is the value which we get. Say if I say here T is equal to 0 and I say here expected time is 4. So here T is equal to 4, you know that. If here T is equal to 4, this is our last event, then TL is equal to also 4 if TS is not given. Now you have to find this TL value. So 4 minus 4, you here get TL is equal to 0. Now you have to find the earliest start time. So earliest start time is nothing but means TEI is equal to EST. So this value is the earliest start time for the particular this activity. Now if I say this is T is equal to 4 and this is T is equal to 8. So for this activity, particular this activity, if I say this is 2 and this is 3, so for particular this activity EST value is 4. Okay, so for particular activity you have to find the earliest start time. So TEI means starting value is your earliest start time value. Now let's see second, earliest finish time. It is the earliest possible time at which an activity can be completed. Activity can be completed means here we get EST, which is equal to TEI, and EFT is equal to nothing but TEI plus TIJ. Means if I get TEI is equal to 4 and here we write 4, so here we get 8, so EFT is equal to 8. Means earliest start time is the 4 and earliest finish time is the 8. In this manner we have find the EST and EFT value. Now third one, latest start time. Latest start time, this is the latest possible time at which an activity can be started without delaying the project. Without delaying the project. So you know that here we have TL value, here we have TIG value, and here this is the latest start time value. Okay, so latest start time value is TL minus TIJ. TL minus TIJ, simple. So you get the LST value. If here I get TL value is 8 and here I get TIJ value is 8, so LST value is 0. LST value is 0. Okay. Now latest finish time. Latest finish time. This is the latest time by which an operation or activity must be completed to make the project on schedule. So this is the LFT part, means this part. So LFT is equal to TL. If here I get 8, then LFT is equal to 8. Okay. So these are the 4 activity time in the CPM. You have to remember this formula for finding the value of earliest start time, earliest finish time, latest start time and latest finish time. And you write this value in this manner for a particular event: EST, LST, EFT, LFT. Okay, in this manner you have to write the value. So today's lecture is over, guys. We meet with next topic in our another lecture. Thank you.